Yet another twist in the 2024 presidential race this week as former President Donald Trump faces new charges in how he handled classified documents after he left the White House. A federal indictment alleges the former president was part of a scheme to delete security video. And joining me to talk about it is Chuck Todd, moderator of NBC's Meet the Press. So, Chuck, on Sunday, you'll continue your interviews with the GOP presidential candidates when you talk to former Texas Congressman Will Hurd. But in regard to the frontrunner, we've seen several charges already. There is an indictment coming down here in Georgia any day now, potentially. But there's very little, it seems, that can damage President Trump's standing in the polls. So will the most recent charges be any different?
I could paint some scenarios where perhaps it becomes that it somehow gets more maybe Republican leaders to think, hey, it's time to figure out how to shift away. But I'm skeptical. I mean, I look at what happened. This indictment comes out. Governor DeSantis is asked whether this is disqualifying, and he could not say it was. He just simply said it's up to the voters. And unless there is information about him that would shock people, and I don't know what that is anymore. He famously said he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and not lose any support. He certainly is proving his point correct so far.
Another legal matter making the headlines, the apparent collapse, at least for now, of a plea deal with Hunter Biden in a tax fraud case. All over the headlines, right? So, Chuck, on Sunday, you'll talk with Senator Chris Coons, who is also the national co-chair of Biden for president. But here's the question. So how worried is the campaign about how long Hunter Biden's legal woes stay in the news cycles?
You know, it's interesting. The campaign is nervous about it, but what really rattles them is how it rattles the president, right? This is personal for him. He's constantly worried about Hunter relapsing, being, you know, as a recovering addict. I think they believe that the public, those that in the middle who are persuadable, separate Hunter from Joe unless there's actual evidence that Joe Biden made money off of Hunter Biden's schemes. And without any of that evidence, which Republicans, even Speaker McCarthy admitted they don't have that. If they have that, then everything, you know, this could be a different conversation. So, look, I think Democrats are nervous about how Hunter certainly rattles Joe and can cloud decision making when it comes to the campaign.